I'm getting kind of sick of all of the dramatic race videos that I make. So I just want this one to be fun, and I hope you enjoy it. So there's nothing hard left to do. I'm in the middle of, it's called taper. So just much lower weekly mileage this week. Just prepping, get the body ready for the race.
You know, just obviously don't enter any hot Thai chili eating pepper contest the day before the race.
More run. I feel so good right now. Friday was a blast having two of the Life and Stride boys come through and us doing a podcast to kind of kick all of this weekend off was just fantastic. And Tony and Trevor from BPN team came in, and it just started to feel like a party already.
Yeah, we did dock trips. We filled this entire
front to back. I mean, it was. When we pulled up here, I was literally like, bro, if I have to carry this suitcase up Six Flags stairs, I'm gonna risk it in Chicago and literally leave everything I own out on the street because I'm not doing that. That's what I thought.
Bro, you could have started a watch activity though.
And we all went to the expo together, the Life and Stride boys, and I was just expos are always so fun as far as energy goes, but to have them experience it for the first time in my hometown race, it was just real special.
Sorry, no, interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, 220. They all coming up, so I
Got it, dude. Me too. Yeah.
It's made my day.
Dude, you guys that just made my day.
He's in the same crowd as me, so it's gonna be exciting. Yeah.
Dude, tomorrow's gonna be psycho.
It's gonna be amazing.
And then we got to go to team dinner with BPN. So all of the BPN athletes that were racing Chicago that weekend, we went to this Italian place in Wicker Park, which was just the biggest vibe ever, Club Lucky.
We're so sad. He's getting all ready. He's gonna go off. He's gonna be fine. And then everyone's like, oh my god.
9:30. Wanted to make sure I got in pretty early that night because that was the most important night of sleep. I'd say my night of sleep that night was like a B-, so acceptable, but not the best.
What'd you just post?
The hype video. I mean, it's all the work you did. Basically had no part in making that masterpiece. Way to go, dude.
Where are we heading now?
We're going to meet with athletes. I'm coaching 9 athletes that are running Chicago. So we're gonna go get some coffee and go over race plans and then go to the shakeout run. We're just gonna be psychotic.
How many people are RSVP'd so far?
740.
How was the sleep?
Sleep was good. It wasn't great. I woke up a ton. I normally don't. I think I'm just, my body is like so stimulated from all the events happening right now. So it was still pretty good though. It was like almost 8 hours, a good like hour 15 of deep sleep. I mean, the way I see it is like, it's no different than the kind of sleep I would get through training, and I could still perform in training. So I think a lot of times we put so much emphasis on those nights of sleep before the race, getting like 9 or 10 hours. Obviously that's great if you can do it. My body, it's like ridiculously difficult for me to get 9 hours of sleep. It's so hard for me to fall asleep when I'm trying to, and so hard for me to sleep in because I wake up early so often. So, and the only way I can sleep 9 hours is if I like fully exhaust myself the day before, which is what I'm not trying to do right now. So. Saturday, I had the privilege to meet in person with 8 of my athletes that I coach, and we got to spend the morning doing coffee, going over last race plans before we walked over to the shakeout over by the lake. Well, I rode my electric bike because I didn't want to be on my feet. Some may say it's bougie, some may say it's smart. I'll let you decide in the comments. More is bougie, yeah, for sure.
Hey man, how are you?
What's up, brother?
I'm so good. We're here.
Let's go.
Tony Wyatt. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, travel a lot. Like, how does anybody get tired?
The doubles,
this is
the most fun because like everything
so beautiful.
And now I'm like, oh, that's where Eric threw up a couple months ago. Oh, that's where he threw up last year.
Just threw up in every square inch of the city.
Pretty much.
Exactly. And it's like 56. No, it's 56.
Good to see you. Whatever it is, I got
Oh, you're good.
Just came in for the shakeout run.
I'm proud of that was the thing I was
The unofficial Chicago shakeout run, hosted by like a ton of people. I want to give a shout out to all the guys who shaved their legs for this. We have Eric Floberg. Woo!
I did.
Shouty scares, and I think Nico is around here somewhere. There he is. He shaved his legs too. So shout out for Nico. So we're gonna start this thing a little late, but we're just gonna go 3 miles, 1.5 out and back. And Floberg is gonna lead this thing. So let's separate everybody into what you're planning to run tomorrow for race day.
All right, y'all ready to run? Let's go.
Nothing else about it. Yeah. Look, we're still getting a walk.
We got a lot of people here today. I want to make sure everyone gets something.
2.
How much are you supposed to do? 6? 16? 6. It's an easy 6. recently trying to break 3, and I know you took you 5.
Yeah, I just sat on the plane and was like,
Tell me that's not the best carb bar you've ever had. Someone took my bagels, so hey, boss. Here you go. Take a couple everything.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. A big fan for you.
How's it going?
9 out of 10.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what? Listen, I don't understand the 9, but I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. And then it's sitting at the start line. The sun comes out. You're like, oh.
It was so weird. I like blew my mind because I didn't think I would. My half marathon too. I was like, we'll see what happens. We back.
Either Lincoln Park or Westwood, but I mean honestly, we live here.
Dog. It's a battle out here. Great turnout. Horrible location, came to realize. Oops. Grant Park is so closed down. It's hard for people to get out and around, but like the amount of people that still made it work and were like insistent on being there was insanely heartwarming. So yeah, it was crazy to have that many people out for a shakeout run. Is just so cool. I'm bummed we didn't get like a formal photo, but it's all good.
This is beautiful. It's an incredible neighborhood.
Oh, it smells so nice here. Dude, the fresh air. The fresh air.
It's good to be home.
What's up? Here to take some photos.
Early morning, soft flask. Today was a bit more of an aggressive day than I would have liked. I think I plan a lot of these things, and in my head I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be fine, I'll have enough time to XYZ, and then other things are added, and all of a sudden it starts to get kind of overwhelming. So I almost feel like a bit of a sore throat coming on. Hopefully that just gets knocked out with a decent night of sleep, some more water. But I've been able to get back home by, well, we got back at 2. Just been chilling since, taking it really slow. Fully prepped for the morning now. It's just pasta, red sauce, meatballs, sourdough bread. We'll just stick to that. I don't know, this is like the weirdest I've felt before a race ever. Like, I'm thrilled, I'm so excited, and yet I'm so calm and skeptical. So it's just how I feel. I think in the morning, once I feel good and I'm fueled up and I'm ready and I have everything on, and then I get there, it's gonna be a completely different story. Like, I'm gonna be absolutely ready to rip. The first few miles of a marathon is always just this out-of-body experience. You're like, you just can't believe you're actually doing it, like the thing you've been prepping for half a year. And so that shock is always really hard, and so just need to mitigate that crazy feeling with discipline and going out slow and staying committed to the plan. So I think once I get to 4 or 5, I'll start to feel like I'm getting in a rhythm, and I hope to feel super comfortable going through half in 1:15:30. So just keep thinking about that. I'll do some more visualizing tonight on what that means and what that'll feel like, and just give it everything tomorrow. I told Cyrus I'm gonna die in that course if I need to. There's nothing else I can do. Fully carb loaded, unless I really screw up tomorrow morning. Good night. Pretty great night of sleep before the race, all things considered. I think it was right around 6 hours, which is really good for me for race night. And I just woke up at 3:15 and like couldn't fall back asleep. I was too excited. Given the carb load and how aggressive I was in the 2 days prior, though, 2.5 days prior, I was really struggling to get stuff down that morning. But I got it down and we took off for Race Village. And Chicago Marathon this year felt, in one hand, so familiar in Race Village and the corrals and everything, and yet so unfamiliar in the fact that there were so many people this year. It was, I think, 5,000 plus more runners, which was incredibly exciting, but also there weren't enough porta potties. So, I mean, you can imagine the chaos that ensued with that situation.
Go time. It's a sad day when you have to say goodbye to clothing that you've had for years. It's more sad when you poop on a fence. Alright, I'm gonna put the phone away and I'm gonna focus. Let's freaking do this. Let's go! Let's go! That's the horn.
The 2024
It's on 2:32. Chicago Marathon. It's happening. It's at the race of our lives today. Let's go. Let's go. Things are opening up now. Nobody ran on this left side. Feeling good.
Hey, follow me.
Let's go.
Let's go, go.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Good day to have a good day.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the start, at mile 2, I already felt unbelievably uncomfortable. My stomach was in knots and I couldn't tell if it was nerves or it was that I still had food in my stomach or something else. But I was fighting mental demons from the beginning and felt maybe the most uncomfortable I've ever felt in the first quarter of a marathon.
Eric! Eric!
I was already starting to have feelings of this day is going to be a disaster. There's no way I'll be able to get down to the paces I want. So because of those feelings, because I was listening to my body, I decided to not go with the race plan that I'd given myself of trying to work down to a 5:45 pace and resign to a 5:50 pace, which was actually perfect because my teammate Joe Greer was at mile 3 and that's the pace he wanted to run for the first 16 miles.
How we feel?
Good. Nice control, but good. So high. How you feeling?
I'm not great. My stomach doesn't feel very good, but we'll see.
So we locked it in and we started clicking off miles together. And there was a bit of a headwind going north, and I knew that it would turn into a tailwind as we hit the northernmost part of the course, working our way south. And sure enough, as we rounded that corner and started working our way back to the loop, I started to feel so much better.
Go, Coach Floberg, let's go!
All right, Floberg. Let's go, man. Keep it up. You got it. Let's go, Floberg! Yes! Floberg!
superstitious, I don't care about the stars. I got a stone cold poker face and a handful of hearts, but I think I saw your eyes in those neon lines. Thank God I couldn't look away.
Hey! Joe, let's go!
It's been a minute since I heard your voice. That I know it. You said that love is love, and love requires a choice.
Go Floberg! You got this!
Between the county lines
Go, Eric!
and the one-way streets. Whoa! Between contagious hope and my unbelief. Never-ending game of hide and seek. You find me. You find me. And every time I
The halfway point of this race is unbelievably hyped. There's so many people, and you can overdo it. So I made sure to stay steady, Joe and I staying consistent through that time, because once you hit mile 14 and it starts to get quiet again, you're faced with the realization that you have half of this race left and you're not feeling great. I did not feel great on the west side. So much so that Joe started dropping me, kind of leaving me in the dust. And I figured he was going to go have his own race. And I just kind of said, hey, Joe, go get it. I was able to find him again just past the mile 17 mark, and we were able to work together for another 2 miles.
skies on fire, you and I taking a picture in my mind, heart and soul on the road, one hand on the wheel.
And as I approached the mile 19 mark, I turned a corner and started to feel incredible and realized I was dropping my mile pace down to close to 540 a mile.
Just drive, fall in love on the highway.
Let's go, Eric. Let's go. Let's do it.
This continued through Chinatown all the way past the 22-mile mark until I turned right on Michigan, heading into mile 23, and I started getting calf cramps.
Let's go, Floberg. Let's go, Eric.
And this isn't an excuse by any means. I didn't think I was unprepared for this. You know, all the science recently is saying that electrolytes and salt intake has nothing to do with you having calf cramps. It's because you're not well enough trained, you might not have enough volume, or you're not strong enough. The beautiful thing about the marathon is that it asks you to fight in a way that you weren't expecting, almost always. And while I wasn't able to maintain the pace that I thought I could at that point aerobically, it was incredibly frustrating. But I'm proud of the fact that I did everything I could to stay as fast as I could in those last 4 miles, and then I fell.
Let's go, Eric. Let's go, Eric. Let's go. Let's go.
Hanging on a wall.
Let's go, Eric. Let's go, man. Push on. Come on, Eric. Be about it, right? Be about it, right? Go, Floberg. Got this. Floberg.
Clancy, thank you. How are you, man?
How you feel?
I feel good.
Yeah?
I said I'd be pissed if I went over 232. But
you don't seem very pissed.
Nah, nah.
Nah, dude. It's a great day no matter what.
Hard.
You gotta be proud of yourself.